Hey Leo, it's Ashley. Let's see what's going on for you in November. We're going to look at past, present, and future for November and see if we can narrow it down with some tarot here. See what might be going on for you. Now this will not resonate for every Leo out there. If it does not, go ahead and check out your other placements. The schedule for those releases are down below in the description box. Also, please remember to like and subscribe if you have not already. I really appreciate your help with the channel being supported. And any comments, I always love hearing from you, so let me know what you think. Alright, so I had an interesting visual, Leo. This is not going to apply to everyone out there. But one, before getting on camera, I had this kind of very interesting visual of someone sitting up on a very high hill, almost like near the top of a mountain, kind of sitting with their chin resting on their crossed arms, just looking down below. Like down in this valley was really deep. It was deep enough that there was like storm clouds down in there. And I got the feeling that this person had already traveled through this valley and was nearly to the top of this mountain. And was kind of taking some time to look back at where he had been by looking kind of down on this stormy area of this valley. So it kind of felt like, you know, symbolic to someone looking at their past, some difficult situation they'd been through. But what was really interesting about it was that there was no more attachment. There was almost like no emotional reaction to looking back at this. It was more just observing kind of feeling. And so we'll see how if that comes into play in the reading. I just wanted to share that. It seemed like a very big milestone was almost to the point of being achieved. And I specifically picked up on that because this person was so relaxed, kind of looking back at this. There was no like emotional trigger for this person, kind of looking back at this like stormy situation in their past is what it felt like. So let's get into November and see what we get. We have the Empress, the Queen of Wands, and the Four of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. And then we have Temperance, the Five of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Page of Cups. So could certainly be getting some communication this month, some sort of love offer maybe coming in for you. Could also just have some kind of deeper kind of idea or inspiration that comes to you, or a person that shows up that you want to kind of take some action on so that they don't slip through your hands. You see how she's got kind of a fish tail here, mermaid tail. And a lot of times the Page of Cups is a page that's holding a cup and there's a little fish popping out. And that fish could easily jump out of the cup or slip out of his hands if he doesn't take action, right? So we'll see how that's coming into play here. So definitely some feminine energy showing up here. We have the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Empress. It does look like there's been some healing here in the past, perhaps with a feminine energy, some sort of soulmate here. And I do feel like what's going on in November itself is some kind of, kind of like a rebuilding of confidence, kind of letting go of the past. A lot of change involved this month. Because we do have the number 55, and fives to me, with the Five of Cups as well showing up here, is all about change. So I do feel like there's potentially an offer coming in here in the future position. And it feels to me because you have, like, I want to say almost like raised your vibration here. It's like you've ascended in some way after healing in the month of November. So let's get into this. So I do feel like there's been some sort of heartbreaking situation that's happened to you, or that you have experienced, but it's kind of broken you open. So this card's called Broken Open, and it's kind of about, sometimes looking at painful situations that have happened is not just breaking your heart and causing you an injury, but recognizing that whenever it happens, it's kind of actually forcing that heart space open, because there's been some sort of wall has been shattered, right? And we have the Empress, the Six of Cups, and the Patience card, which is Temperance, in this deck. So it does feel like there's been some sort of situation here with a feminine in the past that has, I feel like this is probably someone who has been in your life for a period of time, kind of a longer term situation here. Now, if that doesn't apply to you, this could certainly be some sort of endeavor that you are, or you have been trying to birth. This Empress may not be a lover. It could be another feminine energy in your life. This could be a mother. So let's see if we can get some more detail here. What's gone on in the past. But I do feel like in some ways you've kind of been, it's very interesting because we go from this broken open to healing to then being attuned to a higher level. So it's like this happened to help you ascend in some way or grow. So what's going on here? The Empress. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, we have the Chariot, and the Six of Cups. Hold on just a second, Leo. I've got some people showing up here. Just a moment. Okay, Leo, let's get back to it. With Temperance, we have the Nine of Swords and the Four of Wands. Okay, so I feel like there is a feminine, a divine feminine, could be a Libra or Taurus, does not have to be, but someone that is showing up in this Empress energy in the recent past that has perhaps come forward with an offer to, I almost want to say, rebuild this Ten of Pentacles here. You may have a family with this person. could have in the past. This could be a permanent relationship that you had in the past that did not work out, like it ended at some point. And with this Six of Cups here, we have the Chariot and the Six of Cups clarifying. It does feel like a deep soulmate here that you're interacting with, and it feels like with that Chariot there, this could have been someone that you moved on from or that had moved on from you in the past. Let me get one more on that Chariot. Yeah, so there was an ending here that took place, and it does feel like it may have broken you open. This broken open card is a 28, which put together is a 10, so it could certainly have been an ending here that broke your heart. But really further reduced, 10 is also 1 plus 0, which is 1. And it does look like, I do feel like this person has approached you wanting to kind of heal this and rebuild with you. But I think there was some concerns, some fears here about whether it could be healed. And I do feel like this is your energy. With that Nine of Swords showing up there, I think there were some fears. Could this even be healed? Could this union come back together? This does feel like a potential twin flame situation here, Leo. If you don't resonate with that, you can certainly just take it as it resonates. This is definitely a soulmate here. Could be dealing with a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or like I said, we have Earth and Libra showing up here. So in the month of November, we have time to heal, and we have the snake spirit. So as you may know, snakes shed their skin and come forward with, new scales, basically, under that old skin. And like I said, that is a 55. So definitely some change, some transformation that you're going through here. But I want to quickly pull up that card and see what else it has to say. All of us need healing at times, and when Snake Spirit appears, it's time to repair, renew, and replenish yourself and your vulnerable heart. Self-care and maintenance work are needed so that your vitality can arise. Give yourself the space to nourish your own well-being. Vulnerability is necessary for friendships and partnerships to work, which means all of us will have tender emotions at times. Be gentle with yourself and others now. Shed the past and step into a new way of being, for vitality is rising in you. All right. So that feels good. And to me, it does feel like some confidence here, some personal power needs rebuilt. And to let go of the past, to let go of what happened, whether that's working together to forgive the past, but also realizing that as you kind of shed this skin and come into this new form, the snakes don't carry around old skin, right? It's kind of like realizing you can let that go and let it be just part of the past. And with this Queen of Wands here, well, I said there's a lot of feminine energy showing up. I do feel like this is someone you're very attracted to. But to me, this almost feels like your energy, Leo. For me, the Queen of Wands is Leo energy. That's not the same for every reader. Oh my gosh, this fly is driving me nuts. But we have the Three of Pentacles as your center card, so it does feel like a lot of collaborative energy here. So I want to get more and see what's going on for you specifically at the present time in November. It feels like a really nice evolution of your energy here, Leo. The Queen of Wands, we have the Page of Cups. So there's that page I was talking about in his cup with the fish popping out. So, could be an apology. Oh look, it's the Emperor. So we have the Emperor and the Empress showing up here. And to me it almost feels kind of like both. Like perhaps you're apologizing, perhaps they are apologizing. Feels to me like an equal exchange of recognizing the regrets of the past, the pain of the past. But again, with that visual that I was getting in the beginning, it feels almost like you get to a point where looking back at that doesn't spark an emotional trigger anymore. It's like you can look at the behind you and see the storm that you've come through without any form of attachment. And that Broken Open card really talks about this ability to detach from a situation in a way that you're not getting emotionally pulled back into it. So with the Three of Pentacles, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Temperance again. So some more Sagittarius energy showing up there, but it does look like there's a decision to try and heal this and collaborate together. So that looks really nice. Kind of integrating what has happened and letting that be the end of it. And when I say that, I just mean, not carrying that skin around, right? The Five of Cups, we have the Ace of Swords and the Three of Swords. So I think there's a lot of conversation going on about the past, like I said, and exchanging of apologies. But it also, to me, feels more like this breakthrough where you cut the past out. Not that we forget about it, right? It's just that we're not carrying it around energetically. And that feels like super amazing. Yeah. And taking things slow and doing it in such a way that there's truth taking place here. I really like that. In the future position, we have orange, the color orange. So, personal power. That is the solar plexus energy. Also tied in with the sacral chakra. So creativity, it says connection and attunement. And you can see that this person's in this yogic pose and is connecting in with that personal power. And you can see too that it's surrounded on either side by this white light and this indigo. So it's like there's a lot of healing there involved as well. We have the Four of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So it does feel like there's something coming in here. You can see how this mermaid is offering up this pearl. And I feel like you could definitely be dealing with a water sign. We've kind of talked about that already. But there's some sort of inspired new connection here So let's see what we're dealing with. With the Four of Cups, we have the Page of Swords. So again, some sort of communication, some sort of offer. Two of Swords, some decision to be made here. And I think it's more about, you know, kind of opening up here. With the Queen of Water, we get the Hermit. So some Virgo showing up there. And the Star card, which is very interesting when they come out together because the Hermit's lantern holds the star. So it's almost like opening up to reveal a deeper wisdom. That's again some healing energy there. And some more of that kind of like integration that's going on. With the Ace of Wands, we get the Four of Swords and the Two of Cups. Yeah, healing, 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 healing. This looks really awesome. And it's kind of interesting too, because like in the past, we had the Six of Cups, which, you know, typically has like this past relationship, past soul connection, but it's usually got two children depicted on here, and one of them is always offering a gift of flowers to the other. But it's got more of this like kind of childlike connection to it. And then now we're getting the Two of Cups. So it's almost like this maturing has taken place, perhaps between the two of you. And you can see how differently these two are dressed. So it's almost like kind of acknowledging the blessing of there being differences between the two of you. That feels like a great reading, and I love how it changes over time, specifically because I definitely feel like it ties into that visual I was getting before I turned on the camera, of kind of being able to look back at the past and recognize that, you know, it happened, but there's no emotions that arise. There's no pain that comes up by looking back at that storm. And in that visual, this person was sitting, you know, kind of way up, almost nearly to the very top of this mountain, kind of sitting in the grass, just kind of relaxing and having a look back. And it's kind of like also symbolic of almost being to this milestone as well. So I hope you found that helpful, Leo. I will see you in the next one, and have a great November. Bye.